Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Minnesota Vikings and the Washington Commanders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson going to come out throwing. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
On first down, Wilson. That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, Wilson. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. 4th down, here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game, and this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. Mariota on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
Slot man moves right. Mariota's throw complete there to Beckham. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Now Mariota. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Throwing again on second down. Mariota. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Marcus Mariota. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
After the sack on first down, Wilson, it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Wilson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Vikings are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Mariota. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. First down, Mariota. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
Well, they'll use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. They'll throw again. Mariota. Got a man, that's Lazard. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing, Mariota. And it's caught. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Mostert is in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
The full team is involved in this game early, aren't they? Go down the field, score on offense, take the ball away on defense, and go right back and score again. You got to like the way that's working for them.
That's exactly right. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, 2-score lead. A little bit like you at breakfast this morning. I got to get this in. You had a perfect omelet, dropped it, so a little bit of a turnover. You went right back though and got that omelet and crushed it.
You got to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
You got to do what you got to do.
Don't worry about your hands, though.
No.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And, Charles, you look at these two teams, these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, he's got a man complete. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Here's Wilson to throw. Forced out to his left. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And now off to the races down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick 6 to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick 6. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. He's got his man, it's Andrews. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Wilson now to throw on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. Deep ball for Goodwin. It's caught at the 10. A huge play there for Washington. 58 yards.
You normally talk about the mobility and the accuracy first, but the arm strength, that's what can turn Russ into danger Russ.
And to be honest, this first half hasn't been anything they'd be really proud about. So they needed something like this to change their fortunes. Now they need to make sure they finish this one off, not just with points, but with a touchdown.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here's Wilson. This will be caught at about the 6.
And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Commanders going to use the 2nd of their timeouts.
So as they take it over, we step aside.
Facing this big first half deficit, they keep the field goal unit on the sideline. They're going for it.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. Buying time to his left. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A first down throw for Mariota. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But a Viking was able to corral this one, and Minnesota will keep possession.
So they keep the ball, but work to do on 2nd and long. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got to hook up to Lazard. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Dancing to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Vikings are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
And with a 21-0 lead already, no need really to take any unnecessary risks.
Following the interception here, Mariota. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Finding space at the 40.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Defensively, they came into the game with the understanding they're going to have to slow him down on passes just like this because he was over 100 yards receiving a week ago. And you know they want to get him involved here as well.
Mariota now to throw on first down. Finding Knox there, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll send the slot in motion left. On first and 10, here's Mariota. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The Vikings going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number one. On play action, Mariota. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football. Sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mariota on first down. He's going to let it go end zone for Allen. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing is Mariota. That's complete to Lazard.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
From the red zone now, Mariota. He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown.
Dawson Knox with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And it is 28-0. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late. That wasn't an...
It's caught inside the 25. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
This will go to Henry out wide. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown! Derrick Henry with career touchdown number 75. And the Commanders are able to cut into that deficit. So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Mariota's throw here taken in by Knox.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota.
Getting this out to the flat, Mostert.
So the completion gets him just a yard, and that's going to bring up second down. The slot man in motion right.
Mariota's throw here pulled in by Lazard. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 40.
A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. And the slot man goes in motion left.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. From the gun, Mariota.
That one into the hands of Beckham downfield.
A big play there for Minnesota. 41 yards. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. Now Mariota.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Mariota now.
That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield.
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Big play coming here. It's third and goal. They'll run with Mostert.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota.
Raheem Mostert, his third rushing touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are closing in on a 6-2 start as they extend this fourth quarter advantage.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that'll increase their lead to 28. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
And that unbeaten record very much in jeopardy. It's been a great first few months of the season so far, but they have run into it.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Washington. 41 yards.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Throwing is Wilson.
He'll find his man, Terrace Marshall, complete.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That's complete. Again, he's got Marshall. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second and a couple. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Henry will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. Here's Henry.
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Commanders.
Derrick Henry. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
Oh, and I think Washington got it. Yes, they did.
So the onside kick is recovered. And, you know, I always thought, Charles, as someone who didn't play these positions, that going over the middle as a receiver or trying to recover an onside kick, those are two very tough things to do.
It takes a lot of fortitude to put yourself in that position, but you have to do it in order to help your team win.
Unable to recover it, it costs them. The kicking team gets the football here. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
In a game that hasn't gone your way, you've got to throw in the end zone at every opportunity and hopefully climb back in as much as possible. He put way too much on that throw, though, and that shot ends up with nothing.
Now Marshall coming in motion right. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is taken in at the 5. A huge play there for Washington. 56 yards. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Derrick Henry. His third touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season.
And the Commanders have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead will be cut down to 14. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
From the 36, Mariota. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On third down, Mariota.
He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert.
And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a fourth down. Mariota. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Monte Nicholson picks it.
And the Commanders are right back in this football game.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you think maybe you're just sitting on it trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On first and 10, it's Wilson. Being chased out left. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So just under 2 minutes to play, and this would figure to pretty much be your ball game right here. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. And they just about had to get that recovery to have any chance. They only have one timeout. You look at the clock, and let's do the math here, Charles. This one's pretty much over.
Yeah, we do have a chart here, don't we, that tells us about the timeouts.
You do. I'm not as smart as you.
And in looking at it, you're exactly right. depth chart's not going to help them here at all. They're pretty much done at this stage. They had to have that recovery.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football, and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Here's Mariota. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. The tackle by Robert Quinn. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Well, a couple more minutes and maybe the outcome of this one, Charles, would have been different. But ultimately, time runs out on the comeback, so it falls short. And they hold on to win this by just 1 possession.
Not the 4th quarter they wanted, but they did earn the win, and they'll be happy about that, and they should be. Now they're going to go back to practice, see what they can do to prevent a future lead from slipping away like this one was.
So for the Vikings, they run their mark to 6-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Commanders,